Hello, everybody. This is Bugsy. I would do. I was thinking to do it. I was debating with myself whether to do this as Professor B, but nah. Doing this as myself for a minute. Um, what? Like I just looked at the Did You Know Gaming for Sonic Forces and some of the cut ideas. I'm just looking at like people would have hated this, but they had an idea for a prison camp in Green Hill, and you going through Green Hill, it's all dark and eerie. Dude, like that would work because that would show Robotnik's hold on Green Hill. See, when Sonic and your custom character go through it, you don't get that. You don't get that you don't get that people are being oppressed and being being thrown in it like and being wrongfully imprisoned. I mean, you see that in the fight between Zavik and you see that in the fight between Zavik and Sonic. And you see like a whole bunch of animal characters in the background cheering Sonic on as Zavik gets just the fastest beating of his life, even though it was just an illusion. But oh my god, there was a Green Hill prison camp. For those of you that don't care, I'm not even going to explain this to you because y'all ain't gonna appreciate it. Or you guys are gonna be like, oh well, that sounds fanficky. I love how when someone tries to do a different or dark idea, it's edgy. Ooh, you know what? Sonic always had dark themes in its games, subtly, but it was there. I've said that on numerous occasions. On in I said that on numerous occasions, different videos, but that's always been a true thing. But seeing Green Hill as an internment camp, and probably a distorted version of Green Hill, kind of like what is it? Oh, what is it? Sonic CD. That would have been so. That would have been so cool. I would say I would have used my usual colorful language, but someone has opened my door, so it's kind of hard for me to do what I need. I just say it would have been so fucking cool. Oh man, and they even had a point where they wanted your character to be the main character of the game. Why didn't that happen? Although in my tie-in story, I wouldn't say that Bugsy the Hedgehog is the main character of the story because I don't want to give him too. I don't want, even though he's my fan character, I don't want to give him too much of everything. But it just made me think, like, why they would have done that? Like I know a lot of fans and a lot of critics would have been like, "Well, your character is a Gary Stu," but I feel like in a way this would have been even better because your character would have had a bigger impact. And I think that would have been great. I know people would be like, "Well, Bugsy, that isn't a good idea." Well, some of you guys don't even like, and for the people that say that's not a good idea, that don't like the custom hero, acknowledge. Let me just say something. Acknowledge the fact, people. Acknowledge the fact that there are people in this fandom that create OCs. You don't have to like them. You don't have to respect them. But you gotta respect the person's choice of making them, even if you don't like them, or at least if you don't, or if they piss, or OCs piss you off that much, go somewhere else with your time. I've been saying that for like a few months. When I said that for like a few months when Forces came out, because like, you guys like get so touchy about OCs because I saw a bunch of cringy OCs jerking each other around, blah, blah, blah. Okay, people make fetish art. So, like, seriously, I'll sit there and be like, people make fetish art. Okay, whatever. No big deal. If you ain't getting turned on, Move. If you ain't getting turned on, move on. Just Jesus. There's a whole bunch of fans that ain't my cup of tea, but you don't see me go, oh my god, it's so horrible. I don't understand why someone would make that because I'm like, if it's what people like, I ain't gonna judge you. Like some of these freaking people that be looking at these fandoms and they be looking at this like all this porn, I'm just be like, well, I don't know why people would do it, and I don't want to know because it's something that they want to do, and they have the right to do it, no matter what. Instead of you guys constantly throwing sticks and stones at them, going, I don't like this. Who would jerk to this? I'm just saying, it's fair track. Some people ain't supposed to get it. All I gotta say, guys, is this though. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent there, but I wanted to tell you that yeah, personally, I feel like I just actually wish that Sonic Forces would have just stuck to their guns and just would have made this freaking thing a dark, gritty kind of war game, making it more like Setting M crossed with the Archie comics and a little bit of grimness from Sonic CD. It would have been so awesome if that were to happen. Again, the Green Hill prison camp just makes me think, oh my sweet Jesus, this would be so awesome. Actually, I actually had an idea in my tie-in story while I'm working on chapter 1 still that like Bugsy the Hedgehog when he fights the I don't know, that multi mech battle robot thing with the multiple legs and stuff. He goes to Green Hill and it's not the same. The colors are all washed out. There's no birds. There's like no life. He's just going through it. It's like Robotnik. He doesn't say Eggman because let's just say I added a few things in this tie-in story, in my own little version of Sonic Forces. So because it doesn't seem like anything Eggman would do, but it does seem like a certain someone would do. And this had nothing to do with my Sonic, my proposal for my little thing of Sonic Adventure 3. I just kind of felt like making this video because god dang, Green Hill Prison Camp. I feel like every that would shut every fucking Green Hill hater up for 5 fucking minutes. They'd have been like, oh, Green Hill. Oh my god, I'm gonna bitch and moan about it, and I'm gonna just freaking go in the comments. Oh my god, Green Hill! I can't hide my disappointment. That's how mostly everybody sounded to me. That's how people sounded to me when they were bitching about Green Hill. Like just oh god, oh my sweet Jesus, oh my god, oh. I'm just like, and this is just me. So, just like a bunch of people just overreacted for no reason. But anyways, I feel like that would shut them up for a while, and I feel like that would work, even though people would say, "Oh, it's a little bit fanficky," and I just stare at them and be like, "You guys need to y'all need to shut the fuck up and either actually enjoy this or read the fucking comic book and play Sonic CD to see what I'm talking about. Jesus, wouldn't kill you." Like some people even look at me and go, "Why should I look at the Archie Sonic comics? What are they gonna show me?" I'm like, look at my goddamn video, motherfucker. And I'm basically telling you what you'll see. For the love of God, look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh my god. But I did get one person turned on to the RG Sonic continuity, and I'm glad that I did that. Because someone actually decided, maybe I should listen to the maybe I should listen to the distinguished chaotic gentleman. Because maybe he actually has something to say about something. Maybe he actually has something to say about Archie Sonic. Maybe I should watch the video and see his points, see where it goes. Yeah, I'm making a little bit of a joke to Matt too on that one. I'm sorry, guys. I probably won't do a lot of Matt 2 jokes this year, but I ain't never gonna let that man forget what he did to me. Straight up. He gonna understand. Watch a man's video if you want to actually understand his points. And I think he really just got mad at me just because I talked about Power Slash Rangers. I'm like, I don't care what you say. Power Slash Rangers is just like Watchmen without all the good stuff in it. Just making it dark and gritty for the sake of dark and gritty. I don't like, that's the thing. You guys are probably like, well, isn't the Green Hill prison camp making things safe, making it dark and gritty for the sake of dark and gritty? No, because I see it as this: Robotnik, after all these freaking encounters, all these freaking defeats by Sonic, I feel like a little bit of his mind is going, and they were kind of playing up the crazy with Eggman a little bit, but it never went anywhere. And I feel like what would be the best place to just stop everybody, put them in a prison camp for Green Hill, because Green Hill is Sonic is the first time Robotnik ever fought Sonic, right? And people in Sonic's world probably go to it, and this is just me making an assumption. People just go to it to probably either chill in Green Hill, or just, oh, that's where Sonic was. Ooh, like it's a tourist trap kind of thing. But what if we took all the joy, all the light, all the warmness of Green Hill and made it into something like Robotropolis? Then what? You see where I'm getting at? And with Eggman really not caring and imprisoning everybody, he's not gonna care. He's not really gonna care. But anywho, let me finish this whole video. Let me finish this whole video because I know you guys have stuff to do, and I have stuff to do also. But I felt like I needed to talk about this because just Green Hill Prison Camp. Oh my god. But anyways, let me just do this and let me close the door because that's the thing I want to say. And my last little bit is background noise. So let me just close the door. Hold on for a minute, folks. This is going to take a minute. Hold on, folks. Let me just close the door. So, and get back because I want to say my final words in this video. And knowing all the background noise I get on a daily basis because no one in this house has an indoor voice to save their lives. hence hence the multiple takes. But I want to say this. I think, like I've said, Dark Plots and Sonic can work. But let me tell you something. Sonic Team didn't know what they were doing. They haven't really done anything really dark. I mean, you can count Shadow the Hedgehog. But that was trying way too hard to be dark and edgy. See, I come from the belief that you can make something dark, but it has to fit naturally with the universe. You know, you can't have Bowser like killing Toads left and right, or, you know, just mutilating Mario and Luigi. Like if Bowser really killed Mario and Luigi, it'd have to fit. Even in a weird way, it would have to fit. It would have to fit the world in some way. Like, okay, let me give you another example. Satyam and Archie. They both have dark tones, but it never seemed like they were just trying to make things dark for the sake of being dark. It was a natural occurrence. Robotnik is basically taken over Mobius. He's basically made everybody into robotic slaves, and there's only a little bit of there's a tiny group trying to stop him. And they really deal with some dark stuff, like dealing with their loved ones turning into robots, and the psychological aspect of fighting fighting this war with Robotnik. That's the thing. That's the heart of both of these things. And the thing that I really just get angry at is people that don't understand and constantly tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, when you guys can just you can read the Archie comic books, you can watch SatAM, and you can clearly understand what I'm saying. The thing I hated about Matt 2 the most was the fact that this man didn't even listen. He just skimmed my video like it was a fucking book, and it was like, blah. And he's like, and even if I make another video on him, or if he sees this video, he'd be like, "Stop talking about me! I'm gonna whine like a little girl." Ew. Motherfucker don't talk to people like. Let me just explain something. I'm gonna finish this off, but Matt 2, the only thing I really got mad at with Matt 2 is like when we actually made an apology video, and this man just like disliked it already. Couldn't muster up enough energy to just watch a video. An apology video. To me, that really just pisses me off on so many different levels. And I don't assume that all of you are like that, because I know not everybody's like that. Because you guys actually would like to hear what I gotta say. And I've seen that in a lot of recent videos I've done lately. And and even in my little Tumblr ass box, I've seen so many responses about how I feel about the Sonic having dark plots. I've seen that stuff. I've seen a whole bunch of it, and it just makes me happy, because I know that people are listening. People can sit through a video and look at my stuff and be like, okay, this is what you had to say, but this is how I feel. You know what I mean? That's what I like. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see people like Matt 2 constantly going to people's videos, talking all this crazy shit, hiding it as criticism, but not understanding what the video is, because because Matt 2 just doesn't want to see a guy talk about something, but we all gotta listen to him talking about My Little Pony and Tokusatsu and anything else. Grant me that liberty. Grant me that liberty to talk to you guys about what I think is important, what I think is cool. What I think is cool. If you don't like it, you can leave. I'm not forcing a gun to your hand and say, watch this motherfucker, or I will freaking make love to your freaking pets. I'm just saying, hey, I got something interesting to say. If you want to look at it, cool. If you don't, fine. But don't sit there and look only at half of my video and pretend like you actually got what I was trying to say. The final thing I really have to say about dark plots, and we're gonna get more into that in my little piece of Archie history series that we got going on my channel, is that yeah, I'm gonna show you guys examples, since some of you don't know, and others are just too lazy to go look at Mega Beatman's videos or even BW Rose's videos. I want to step into the ring and kind of show you guys what I liked about the Archie comics, and show you how dark and how hopeful they can be at the exact same time, striking this perfect balance. And I'm not saying that all the Archie stuff was perfect. I mean, So Long Sally is still on my So Long Sally. Even though I have an understanding of it, I understand the behind the scenes of it, and that I just kind of feel a little angry about that, because writers really, really hated Sally on Archie, and I've had a lot of people actually tell me that yes, they had a lot of writers really did hate Sally and really wanted Sally and Sonic to break up, and that culminated. But yeah, but you guys need, but yeah, and Matt too. If you ever see my videos again, watch them. If you don't want to, don't. Seriously, man. No one's picking on you. I'm not trying to fill you with rage, because I doubt you'll see it all. You'll probably see this video. You'll probably see the part where I talk about you and be like, "Oh, you're picking on me." But it's funny. It's funny. I do videos that basically entertain and try to talk to my audience. You can't even have your audience talk to you, because when they were trying to tell you about freaking My Little Pony stuff for the next little generation of My Little Pony stuff, and you couldn't understand the links, even though you said, you dropped the ball, you did block my girlfriend and probably a few other people too that just you didn't want to listen to. I mean, yeah, I blocked. Like, let me tell you something, Matt. Too, I blocked you, and that is true. But these people were actually giving you legitimate things to talk about, and you didn't want to take it because you thought you were right. And I've been sitting on part of that for a while, because I just feel like folks like you should either try to listen more, try to listen to what people are trying to say to you, and not always try to think that they're always trying to fucking give you the guillotine. Because yes, I believe that too. That there are people out there that are dicks, but not every last one of them are dicks when they're trying to actually say something. And I think that's what you did when you tried to come up on my video, trying to say, what the fuck are you talking about dark plots? You don't go up onto somebody's fucking channel and say, ooh, why the fuck are you talking about dark plots? My channel, do whatever I want. Like, you can do whatever you want on yours. I mean, you have like 5 fucking channels to do what you want. But, I just wanted to say that about Matt too before I really end this thing. Last thing I really want to say before that door opens and I gotta start over, if it does, please God, please don't. I want to finish this. Last thing I need to say is Sonic has the potential for dark story, for you know for dark for kind of dark, like darker themes in their stories. Maybe even some serious plots too. But everybody that always discourages it for being too edgy, I'm like, person, define edgy for me. Define edgy. Because when did edgy start being this thing where you can't be Yeah, because edgy back in my day was about being badass and cool, but edgy's like, oh, you're trying too hard to be this or that, and it's like, no. How about you actually How about you actually see something and people be like, "Oh, the Sonic thing is it's hard to understand because of multiverse stuff." I'm like, there are different timelines. Sonic is this Sonic classic Sonic is from a different timeline. The stuff that happened after generations. It's not hard to understand. It's not hard to wrap your head around. For those of you that don't understand multiverse, I suggest looking at a DC comic book, or even the book where they actually show all the other alternate dimensions. Or maybe even look at multiverse theory. It's not that hard to actually look at. I'm just saying, people, read a goddamn comic book and it actually help you out and make you understand a few things about fiction. Maybe you would actually get some kind of perspective. Maybe you'd actually learn a little something, you know? But by saying you don't want to, or you can't, you're just not trying to open your mind and saying all the different things that multiverses and various other things, and various other stuff in fiction are trying to show you. You know, like someone can make the multiverse theory so, MatPat made the multiverse theory so mind-numbingly easy to understand. And I feel like it can be understood by people. People say that Sonic Adventure 2 is too convoluted. I'm like, no, it isn't. It's not that hard to understand. It's not that hard to wrap your brain around. You just think that it is because you don't want to actually think. Some people will literally forego the chance to think because they don't want to think. They want they want the obvious, but don't really want it. They want something clever, but they don't want to be talked. But they feel like they'll be talked down if someone's like being too in their face. You you want you want a complex story with complex characters, but the moment it doesn't meet your standards, you hate it. I feel like Sonic fits that category too, because when Sonic tries to actually do something story related, all you guys are like, serious Sonic stories shouldn't happen. I'm like, first of all, they can happen. Second of all, you've only seen the games. You haven't seen the other parts of Sonic media that actually explore these themes. But you know, Sonic shouldn't do serious stories because it doesn't fit your preference. Well, I'm sorry, mate. There's a whole bunch of comics centered around a little bit of a darker story. That has they have dark elements and hopeful themes. And that's always been there. Whether you all don't think that Sonic doesn't deserve dark, serious stories, that's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you what you I'm not gonna really, like, honest to God, tell you that you're wrong. But I am gonna tell you that you need to open your mind and expand a few things before you start going, yeah, Sonic doesn't need a story. May I suggest you read Endgame, the Robotnik Victorious arc, to really understand what I've seen the entire time when it comes to Sonic. We talked about Matt 2, we talked about a little bit about Dark Plots, and we talked about a Green Hill prison camp. I just wanted to explain a little bit about myself, and a little bit about certain things about Sonic, so you guys can really, so some of you can actually get it through your heads that just because y'all don't think that Sonic can't have serious stories doesn't mean it hasn't been done. and has been done successfully. Because all you know is the games. You don't know anything else. You don't want to. Some you don't even want to. So let me be the guy to show you. Let me be the guy that will show you all the good things that Sonic can offer when Sega's not pulling him back and forcing him to smile. Let me show you let me show you the many different sides of Sonic. Let me show you an alternate world from the games that has Sonic go through character development. You actually see his parents and various other things. And seriously, don't be the dude that don't want to watch my video and just says a bunch of stupid, ridiculous shit just because you don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, or you don't want to make fun of my voice. Some people have like, yeah, it's wrong. You have a speech impediment. Like motherfucker. If you can't understand what I'm saying, go somewhere else. Okay? Can you understand that? That's all I gotta say to that. That's all I gotta say to that percentage of people, which probably is very small. But that's all I gotta say. I'm Bugsy, signing off. And Matt too. If you actually do watch this, I doubt you're gonna watch it all the way. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna put something in the like description for you to look at or something like that. Anyways, guys, this has been this has been yeah this has been the chaotic dude himself, Bugsy, telling you about Sonic stuff and other things along with that. And even though I went on a tangent, it does all have a point. So, see you guys later. Bye. And I'll catch you next time. And the next video I do this Sunday, because I'm probably gonna release this on like Sunday and the next, and like when you see this, it'll probably be like an hour from now. When this one comes out, I will talk about more Sonic stuff in the future.